Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The Chicago Bears find themselves engulfed in what could only be described as a simmering crisis within their roster, and the epicenter of this turmoil appears to be none other than their head coach, Ben Johnson. Sources close to the team have started whispering about a tense atmosphere surrounding one of the Bears' most pivotal players, DeAndre Swift. Rumors have intensified after Johnson allegedly voiced his desire to part ways with Swift, a decision that has sent shockwaves through the fan base and the locker room alike. This isn't just a minor disagreement or a routine roster adjustment. It's a dramatic rift between the coaching staff and one of the franchise's key offensive assets. Considering Swift's reputation as a dynamic playmaker, this revelation invites serious speculation about the underlying causes of such a drastic stance from Johnson. Could this be a clash of personalities, a strategic divergence, or perhaps disciplinary issues that the public hasn't seen yet? The situation is murky, but the fact that a coach would openly declare he no longer wants a player on the team hints at deep-rooted problems behind the scenes. The Bears' management now faces a critical juncture, needing to navigate this internal conflict without further destabilizing the squad's performance on the field. Swift's potential departure could ripple far beyond the roster, impacting team morale, fan support, and the overall direction of the franchise. Whispers around the Bears' training facilities and locker room suggest the tension between Johnson and Swift didn't develop overnight. Insiders suggest that the relationship has been deteriorating for some time, with subtle but persistent disagreements bubbling up during practices, meetings, and game preparations. Swift, known for his explosive speed and versatility as a running back, has often been a linchpin in the Bears' offensive strategy, which makes Johnson's stance all the more surprising. Fans and analysts alike are speculating whether this is a purely professional decision based on play-style mismatches or if personal conflicts have escalated beyond repair. There are murmurs about potential clashes over Swift's role in the offense, with Johnson perhaps favoring a different approach that doesn't align with Swift's strengths. Such differences can create a toxic environment if not managed carefully, and it seems the Bears might be grappling with exactly that. Moreover, this situation raises questions about Johnson's leadership style and how it might be influencing the locker room atmosphere. If the head coach is willing to sideline or exclude a key player publicly, it could signal either a bold statement of authority or a risk of fracturing team unity, especially if other players take sides or feel insecure about their own standing. The potential fallout from this situation is immense, and the Bears front office is likely feeling the pressure from multiple angles. On one hand, they need to uphold the coach's authority to maintain discipline and a coherent strategy. On the other hand, Swift's value to the team's offensive output is undeniable, and losing him could severely handicap their chances in a highly competitive league. There is talk that discussions behind closed doors are intense, with management trying to mediate and find a path that minimizes damage. This balancing act is complicated further by fan expectations, media scrutiny, and the looming deadlines for trades or roster changes. Some speculate that the Bears might explore trading Swift to another franchise if the rift proves unbridgeable. This move would be costly, but might be seen as necessary to preserve harmony and signal a fresh start under Johnson's leadership. Alternatively, attempts could be made to reconcile the differences through counseling, performance reviews, or tactical adjustments. Whatever the outcome, the pressure is mounting for quick and decisive action as the season progresses, and every game counts in the quest for playoff contention. Amidst all this speculation, the atmosphere among the Bears supporters is one of anxiety and disbelief. Many had pinned hopes on Swift as a cornerstone of the team's offense, expecting him to be a central figure in their quest for success. Now, with reports of discord swirling, fans are left wondering if the franchise is headed down a path of instability and conflict. Social media has exploded with debates, with some siding with the coach's apparent call for a roster shakeup, and others rallying behind Swift as a victim of harsh management. This polarized reaction reveals just how critical the situation is affecting not only the team internally, but also its relationship with the fan base. If the Bears lose the trust of their supporters, the ramifications could extend beyond the field, influencing ticket sales, merchandise, and overall team spirit. This internal crisis may be more than just a personnel issue. It could symbolize a deeper struggle over the team's identity and future direction. The pressure on Johnson to justify his decisions and keep the Bears competitive has never been greater, and this situation will likely define his tenure in the eyes of fans and analysts. Looking closer, the rumors suggest that the tension might also reflect a broader shift in the Bears' team dynamics and strategy. Johnson's coaching philosophy might be pushing for a different style of play, perhaps emphasizing a more conservative, defense-oriented approach, clashing with Swift's dynamic, high-energy offensive style. If this is the case, the conflict goes beyond personal differences and touches on the fundamental vision for the team's future. Such philosophical clashes are common in sports, but they often require delicate handling to avoid alienating key players and fragmenting the locker room. It's possible that Johnson believes a fresh start without Swift will better align with his strategic goals, but this is a gamble that could backfire if not managed carefully. In this light, the Bears' management might have to weigh not just the immediate impact of this crisis, but also the long-term implications of reshaping their core roster around a new vision. Fans and commentators are closely watching how this drama unfolds, as it could serve as a case study in leadership and team management under pressure. As the story develops, some insiders are suggesting that there may be external factors influencing Johnson's stance on Swift. Perhaps there are off-field issues, contract negotiations gone awry, or even clashes with other staff members that have exacerbated the situation. While none of these have been officially confirmed, the speculation feeds into the narrative of a brewing storm inside the Bears organization. If off-field distractions are involved, this would further complicate efforts to resolve the crisis quickly and quietly. The timing is particularly unfortunate, as the Bears face a crucial stretch in their season where focus and cohesion are paramount. Disruptions like this can derail momentum and leave the team vulnerable to rivals. Additionally, the media frenzy around this controversy is only adding fuel to the fire, increasing pressure on everyone involved to come to a resolution. Johnson's handling of this situation will be scrutinized closely, as his next moves could either restore confidence or deepen divisions within the squad. Interestingly, some analysts are drawing parallels between this situation and other famous coach-player conflicts in NFL history. These high-profile clashes often end up reshaping teams, sometimes leading to unexpected success or prolonged decline. The Bears' predicament fits into this narrative of sports drama, where egos, ambitions, and strategic visions collide under intense public scrutiny. The question remains whether Johnson can assert his authority without alienating his best talent, or if this feud signals a breaking point that will force major changes in the roster. Swift's career trajectory could be altered dramatically depending on how this situation unfolds, potentially opening doors to new opportunities elsewhere or signaling a tough chapter in Chicago. For the fans, the uncertainty is maddening but also captivating, as they watch the saga play out like a real-life drama on the NFL stage. Ultimately, this crisis at the Bears is a story still in motion, full of possibilities and unanswered questions. The coach's declaration that he no longer wants DeAndre Swift on the team is not just a headline. It's a sign of deep tensions that could reshape the franchise's immediate future. Whether this ends in a trade, a reconciliation, or a further split remains to be seen. What's clear is that the Bears are at a crossroads, with leadership, talent management, and team cohesion all hanging in the balance. Fans and insiders alike are bracing for what could be a pivotal moment in the franchise's history, one that might define Ben Johnson's legacy and the Bears' competitive prospects for years to come. The story is unfolding fast, and the sports world is watching closely, waiting to see how this crisis will be resolved and whether the Bears can emerge stronger or fall victim to their own internal storm. The chatter among insiders continues to build, and some are speculating about potential trade destinations for Swift should the Bears decide to part ways with him. Teams in need of a dynamic running back might see this as an opportunity to scoop up a valuable player at a reduced cost, given the urgency behind the situation. Meanwhile, the Bears' locker room dynamics remain under scrutiny, with questions about who else might be affected by this turmoil. If a key player like Swift is on the way out, how does that impact team chemistry and performance? There's also talk about how this situation might affect the morale of younger players watching the drama unfold. Will they feel uncertain about their future with the team, or will Johnson's firm stance inspire a new culture of discipline and accountability? The uncertainty hanging over the Bears right now is palpable, and every move in the coming weeks will be dissected for clues about the franchise's direction and stability. The broader NFL community is also paying close attention, as situations like this often serve as barometers for coaching strategies and player management trends across the league. If Johnson's decision to push Swift out is successful and leads to improved team results, other coaches might be emboldened to take similar stance. Conversely, if the Bears struggle after losing such a key player, it could serve as a cautionary tale about the risks of public conflicts and drastic roster changes. This drama touches on fundamental questions about leadership, team culture, and how best to balance talent with harmony. The Bears story is more than just a local issue. It's a case study with implications for how NFL teams manage high-profile personalities and navigate the inevitable tensions that come with building a winning team. As the saga unfolds, it will be fascinating to see which way this crisis tips the balance and what lessons the league at large might draw from Chicago's internal strife. The aftermath of the Bears' internal turmoil continues to ripple across the NFL landscape, as murmurs of DeAndre Swift's possible exit grow louder by the day. There's a palpable sense of anticipation about what this seismic shift could mean not only for Chicago, but for the wider league. Observers suggest that should the Bears move forward with parting ways with Swift, the ripple effects could be extensive, setting off a chain reaction in the running back market. Swift's skill set, marked by his agility, vision, and breakaway speed, makes him a coveted asset that could instantly elevate struggling offenses elsewhere. Rumors are already swirling around several teams, potentially eyeing him as a game-changer, with front offices closely watching the situation to gauge when and how to strike. The question many are asking is whether the Bears' reported conflict with Johnson will lead to a rushed trade, a strategic decision, or an unexpected reconciliation. This suspense keeps fans and analysts hooked, wondering if the Bears will hold firm or if a trade deadline drama is brewing behind the scenes. Moreover, there is speculation about whether this conflict might signal a broader restructuring of the Bears roster, with the front office seeking to align personnel more closely with Johnson's vision for the team. The possibility of a wholesale shakeup adds an extra layer of intrigue to an already charged atmosphere. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. As this saga continues to unfold, analysts are drawing parallels to similar high-profile coach-player conflicts in NFL history, where the fallout has sometimes reshaped entire franchises. Examples abound of situations where tough decisions by coaches have either led to renewed success or deepened divisions that plague teams for seasons. The Bears' predicament fits this narrative perfectly, spotlighting the complex interplay between leadership style, talent management, and team chemistry. Johnson's apparent readiness to move on from a player as talented as Swift is seen by some as a bold statement of authority and vision, while others worry it might backfire by weakening the team's offensive arsenal. The consequences of this internal strife will likely be a major talking point as the Bears navigate the remainder of their season, with each game potentially influenced by how well the squad adapts to or resists these pressures. For Swift, the situation could become a turning point in his career, whether it leads to a fresh start elsewhere or a challenging period of proving himself anew in Chicago. For fans, it's a roller coaster of emotions, balancing hope, frustration, and anticipation as this story continues to evolve on and off the field. In the broader context, this crisis at the Bears raises important questions about leadership and player management in professional sports. How much authority should a coach wield over star players? And when does asserting control risk alienating key talent? Johnson's handling of this situation might set a precedent for how future conflicts are addressed across the league. Some commentators argue that this is a test of his leadership acumen, balancing firmness with empathy, strategic vision with interpersonal sensitivity. The stakes are high, as the Bears' success hinges not only on talent, but on the unity and morale of the team. This drama also highlights the challenges of integrating high-profile players with established coaching philosophies and the potential pitfalls when personalities and ambitions collide. For NFL franchises, the Bears' experience serves as a cautionary tale and a learning opportunity about the delicate dynamics that govern team success. As this situation develops, it will be fascinating to observe whether Chicago can turn this crisis into a catalyst for growth or if it will become a cautionary chapter in their history. On the fan front, the reaction to the Bears' turmoil has been electric and deeply divided. Social media platforms and sports forums have become battlegrounds where supporters debate the merits of Johnson's stance versus Swift's value to the team. Some fans praise the coach for taking a tough position, believing that discipline and clear leadership are necessary for the Bears to break out of past struggles. Others view Swift as a victim of an unjust scenario, a talented player caught in the crossfire of a dysfunctional management style. This polarization reflects the passionate investment fans have in the team and underscores how internal conflicts can quickly become public spectacles with wide-reaching implications. The vocal nature of the fan base adds pressure on both the coaching staff and front office to provide clear communication and swift resolutions. Prolonged uncertainty risks alienating supporters and damaging the Bears brand. In this way, the situation is not just a matter of football, but of community and identity, with fans anxiously awaiting the next chapter in what has become one of the most talked about storylines in the NFL this season. Meanwhile, trade rumors involving Swift have sparked excitement and speculation about which teams might benefit from acquiring such a dynamic talent. With the trade deadline approaching, franchises needing to bolster their running back core are reportedly circling, eyeing the Bears' situation as a rare opportunity. Analysts speculate that a move could inject new energy into both Swift's career and the acquiring team's offense. However, there is also cautionary talk about the potential risks of acquiring a player embroiled in controversy, as integrating him into a new locker room midseason could prove challenging. Teams must weigh the potential on-field benefits against the off-field distractions. Meanwhile, the Bears management is reportedly evaluating offers carefully, aware that the right deal could both resolve internal strife and bring valuable assets in return. Fans and media are eagerly monitoring trade chatter, aware that any move involving Swift will significantly reshape the NFL landscape. This ongoing drama underscores the high stakes and volatility inherent in professional sports, where decisions ripple far beyond a single team. In addition to the trade speculation, there's growing curiosity about how the Bears' coaching staff and players will adjust their tactics in response to this evolving situation. If Swift departs, the team will need to rethink its offensive schemes, potentially shifting focus to other playmakers or altering its overall strategy. Johnson's ability to adapt and rally his squad amid such disruptions will be critical to maintaining competitiveness. Conversely, if Swift remains but relations remain strained, managing on-field chemistry could prove a difficult balancing act. Teammates may face challenges in maintaining unity, and coaches will need to carefully manage rotations and play calling to avoid exacerbating tensions. This period of uncertainty tests the Bears' resilience and adaptability, qualities essential for navigating the brutal NFL season. Observers are keenly watching how this drama influences not just personnel decisions, but also game day performance and tactical innovation. The outcome will offer insights into how teams handle crisis and change while striving to win at the highest level. Ultimately, the Bears' internal conflict involving Ben Johnson and DeAndre Swift is more than just a rumor or isolated incident. It's a microcosm of the complexities that define professional football. Leadership clashes, player management, team dynamics, and fan engagement all intersect in this unfolding story, creating a rich narrative full of tension and possibility. The coming weeks will be pivotal as the franchise decides whether to part ways, mend fences, or chart an entirely new course. For Johnson, Swift, the Bears, and their fans, this moment is fraught with uncertainty but also opportunity. Will the team emerge stronger and more united? Or will this crisis mark the beginning of a challenging chapter? The NFL community watches with bated breath, knowing that the resolution of this saga could redefine the Bears' future and serve as a case study in the trials and triumphs of professional sports leadership. The story is far from over, and the next moves will shape the legacy of everyone involved. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.